Welcome to my solution to Challenge 10 of Chapter 3, Snippet. This challenge was to use a snippet for a user profile and a product card, and also to reuse the snippet again for the details. Let's take a look at the code. Declare two arrays of objects, one for user profiles and one for product cards. As you can see, both have brief description and full description properties, which will be used in the main card and the details card. Declare state to track whether the user profile or product card is being shown, and show details to control display of full details. Next functions. Show user profile card switches on show user profile and switches off show product card, and sets show details to false. These will be used in markup for conditional rendering. The selected item is randomly chosen from the user profiles array. The function showProductCard component is similar to the profile function, but with showProductCard being true. Function toggleDetails, which is called from the button within the snippet card, simply toggles true for false. And that's the script. Okay, the main part of the markup is the snippet. As mentioned before, I think of a snippet as a function for markup with parameters for the items that change. In this case, we are using a card display, so we have header, body, footer. Here I'm using button content for the footer. Now, I added toggle details here as I am using this in the snippet, and if I wanted a different on-click event for each card, I could handle this using a parameter. However, in this case I do not, so it wasn't needed as a parameter. I just left it in so you could see the potential use. So that's the snippet, and now the markup. We conditionally render the snippet with the parameters as required. The only reason for the conditional render here is to avoid the card being displayed until a button is clicked. The second render is conditional upon show details being true. Here we don't need the toggle details as a parameter since button content is empty and no button will be displayed. And that, my friends, is my solution to Challenge 10. If you check the objectives, you should tick off all objectives satisfied to ensure that everything is covered. Before we wrap up this challenge, let's look at the key concepts covered in this challenge. Snippets demonstrates the use of snippets to define a reusable card layout for both the main cards, profile and products, and the details cards, ensuring consistency in structure and styling as well as code reuse. Conditionally display buttons. Conditional rendering. The component dynamically switches between displaying a user profile card or a product card based on the current state and toggles additional details based on user interaction. State management manages state using $state to track which card is active, whether details are displayed, and dynamically updates the button text and UI elements accordingly. Event handling handles user interactions via button clicks to toggle visibility of details, switch between cards, and update the display dynamically based on the selected card type. Okay, that's a wrap on Challenge 10 for Chapter 3, and in fact, that's a wrap, at least for now, on Chapter 3. I hope that you have found some useful information and code in what has been covered so far. I would appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and please by all means add constructive comments that will help others. If you have any requests, leave them in the comments or email me. If you have been trying these challenges, you should now be quite proficient in handling all the topics covered so far. I have more topics coming up in Chapter 4. See you there.